I'm going to the Space Invaders at the moment. I will wait for the delay to start. Oh, let's take our JCW flag down. I'll need to display it when I'm doing JCW TV or JCW Wrestling. There we go. Right there, I'm getting lag. It got me. Good, I was able to get the shield. They got me. I got no protection left. I hate them little things with the feet. They're hard to kill. Got him. Out of all the versions of this game, the Atari is the best one that I can play it on. But my favorite version is the 360 remix. They're one of the schmucks. Probably one of them little DACA brats. They go around hollering elf Trump in the streets. I didn't even treat Obama like that. I didn't even like Obama. If I don't get them little feet, they're gonna get me. And the little feet got me. They got me. Got him. One little foot to go. $17.76. At least I beat my high score that time. This is one of the games I first started out with on Twitch. Getting JCVW. Or WWE actually. Wait, I was always playing my characters. The little ones with the feet are the hardest to kill. There's a reason I call them DACA brats. If you've ever run into them, some of them are the most brattiest things you'll run into. And I'm not sure all of them are like that. The ones I've got any privilege to meet were. I don't care whether people call that hate speech or not. You can call it whatever you want to. I don't care. That's how you describe an entitled brat. They got me. What was my score? I didn't even get to see it. I still didn't beat my high one. $1978, so I was about, what was I, 3 years old when this came out. See, I got a few viewers here. I don't have my phone in front of me. I'm having to let it charge. I left it unplugged last night. You got me. They got me again. There's a method to getting them. If you can sway a certain way, you can hit them. Only got 690 that time. Of course, you kill your shields doing that. I'm now figuring out how to use the shields. I'm getting better at using this stick. I sucked at it at first. Wish I could plug it up to my Xbox. They got me. Little footsie ones are the hardest ones I have trouble with. I call them the little footsies because they flop their little feet. I didn't see what my internet's hesitating. It came back on. 960? Well, I didn't do too well at all that time. Getting better at the stick. I had to replace my joysticks, by the way. The ones that come with it, they quit working. I like these better anyway. They aren't battery operated. Not wireless either, that's what I hated, those wireless and stuff with black on them. A lot of times you have to sit right in front of it, which is my problem. I got it at the bottom of the room right now, because its cords are pretty long. Minus the one you hook to the television, and I got it extended. I've got an extension cable for the little tuner. Well, I'm liking the stick now. I didn't like it when I first started using it. I didn't never have an Atari when I was a kid. You know, I wanted one. My brother-in-law had one, though. He'd bring it over. That was before he was my brother-in-law, though. That was before he married my sister. He was just dating her then. He was like a big kid back then, even though he was a little older. Well, I'm doing real good this time. He's your ex-brother-in-law now, of course. We're talking about the 80s, the 1980s. I've told y'all the only game player I had was that Pac-Man. That was the little Pac-Man. I almost made it to the 4th level. Little Footsie had to get me. Help you, Footsie. 30-93, I finally beat my score, though. Help you, Footsie. I will get some out of revenge on you, Footsie. I've downloaded some funny sound effects for the podcast. I've got on these soundboard things. I don't know what's got me on those. I downloaded one for Trump and Alex Jones. Trying to find a good bite, and the ones I found weren't too good. I'm still searching. Yeah, I'm going to sleep. Yeah, I sure like that. I think I like the joystick better than the controllers, now that I'm getting used to it. Here we are. August, I still don't have my TV stand together. I should have just saved that money and bought it put together. It'll be so much easier on me when I do have it available, though. I'll be able to hook up all my game systems, and I can just flip the switch. With the flick of the switch! See, I have to just unplug these and put these up and get them out when I want to play them. With the flick of the switch to blow your sky high. Life is a song to me. I can think of a song in any situation. I name something and I say a certain word and it'll trigger a song. Like when I said switch. First thing I start playing that to blow you up sky high. I'm still the musician, even though I like gaming. I count gaming my number 2 love. Music will always be number 1. I got the level 3 again. Don't look like I'll get the level 4 though. They already took me down to 1 shield. Yeah, I'm going to sleep. Damn it. I hate them down phones that killed my hands. My hands were fine until I don't know why I didn't stay away from the cheap phones. Of course, I've noticed most of LG's models are like that, where they got the button on the back of them. It was what ruined my hands. It had a button on the bottom of it. In other words, where your back would be. You'd have to stretch around that thing to get to it. Cut it off and on and stuff. Cut the screen back on. Lord, that tore my hand apart. And the second one I had after that, the one I replaced it with, wasn't much better. It was so fat. I'd have to stretch my fingers, and people gives me hell about typing. But it's especially bad now that I've hurt my hands with that LG. I'll never buy another LG again, I'm telling y'all. But that thing about crippled me. It crippled my hands. It literally injured me. Wonder if people was any class actions or anything about those. But some class actions ain't worth nothing. A lot of times you only get a few handful of dollars. But at least they would be held accountable, you know what I'm saying? Woo, they hurt my hands. I'm going to take a rest. I'll be right back in just a second. And my final score was 1265 that time. Not good compared to the 3093. I'm going to tell you, out of all the Androids I've had, Samsung is my favorite. That's what I got now. It's not as good as my original Samsung, but my original Samsung was a $600 phone. And I bought it off one of them contracts. And I tell y'all, 3 months after I paid that freaking contract off, that thing quit working on me. But out of all my phones, it's been my favorite. I probably should have just paid and got the iPhone back then. But I did like the Samsung. Out of all the Androids, they're my favorite. Even this one now, I like it better than some. But it don't have the keyboard the typing that my old one had. My $600 one. What was that called? It was the Galaxy something 4. It was my favorite. That LG ripped my hand. That was a prepaid phone. That's just why I called it a cheap phone. I think I got it about $30, $40. But boy, it about crippled me. And when I was trying to buy a new phone, I kept looking at the LGs, and a lot of them had those buttons on the back. That other Chinese phone I had, the other two brands were Chinese brands. One of them was too fat for my fingers, or hands. It would stretch my hand to type on it. My hands. Y'all know I type with my thumbs anyway. Which I know that causes problems too, because my thumbs are fat. I'm one of these big-handed people. Has big hands. And my problem is I don't see a lot of times to correct it. I'll skim over it before I send it. And then sometimes I'll read it 3 or 4 times, and then I catch it after I post it. And I go, And then there's always those words I never could spell. There's certain words. Like when I was a kid, I used to have a hang up with the word color. You know how they spell it overseas? Where they got the U in it? I would spell it like that. And you know, it'd be much easier to spell it our way. But my stupid would spell it that way. Of course, I am left-handed. They claim left-handed people think different than right-handed people. There are some words like disease. Somebody was scolding me the other night. Disease is one of those I'd always spell wrong. I'd always spell it with an I. And I'm telling you, my teacher made me write words. Like one time she made me stand for recess several times. Write words hundreds of times. That never helped. Some words I just never did get. I mean, she'd literally make me stay out of the recess and write the words hundreds of times, and some of them I never did get. And one time she actually said it, I don't understand you. I've made you write these words over and over again, and you don't get them. And I said, well, I just don't know why. I just don't get them. But it's just a few words. I mean, it ain't really a big deal. People make a big deal out of it, but it ain't really a big deal. Majority of my typing mistakes still is my big son. And I just fail to see them in the nerd damages in my eyes. I don't even know if I had that problem when I was kids. I don't think I had diabetes. Doctor never was sure when I took it because he said he could tell that I'd had it for a long time. But he didn't know how long. See, I didn't used to go to the doctor. I used to stay away from doctors. And I bought me a medical book in '99, several medical books actually. Medical dictionaries. And I got to feeling really bad around that time, about 2000. I even had a spell with Bell's palsy where my face, one side of my face went dead on me. Well, I got to looking in the medical journals and I got to noticing that some of the side effects that some of the symptoms that I had were either two things. And I finally pinpointed it down that I probably had diabetes. This was 2003, it was later on, but I was reading my medical journals that I'd bought from '99. When I got to feeling bad, I got to reading the symptoms, and I thought, well, this was two or three things. I'm either having kidney failure or I've got diabetes. So I went to the doctor, I scheduled me an appointment, and he come back and he said, you have diabetes. I said, well, I figured. I said my symptoms was either two things. And he said, what do you mean by that? I said, I was reading my medical journals, and I said, I knew I better get to the doctor. So I was discovered that I had diabetes in 2003. I had several medical journals. I had one that was my favorite. I don't remember what it was, but it was a complete medical book. It had all kinds of things in there. I really should have went sooner. Because I was tired all the time. But something started happening to me and it either looked like it was either diabetes or kidney failure. And that's when I knew I had to get to the doctor. I used to stay away from doctors though. I don't like medicine. I don't rarely take anything but Benadryl. Sometimes some aspirins, and I know aspirins are bad for you. But I have back issues, and that was what the doctor back then told me when I was a kid. He just said anytime you get to where you can't walk around, just get in a hot water or a bathtub. Like if you don't have a bathtub, take a hot shower and take some aspirin. So I grew up doing that, but I mostly stayed away from medicine. I don't like pills. I don't like drugs. I don't drink. And I stayed away from doctors till I had diabetes. Indeed, if it had not been for the diabetes, I probably wouldn't even went to the doctor. That's just the way I grew up. My daddy didn't really like doctors too much either. 3608. But my grandfather, I've heard he was worse. I didn't really know him. He died the year before I was born. Boy, he was horrible about hospitals and things. He called it the hospital. He didn't like doctors. He didn't like medicine. That's probably where I got it. My daddy wasn't quite as bad as me. Indeed, he'd jump up and go. He thought something was wrong with him. Me, I tried to stay away from him. One time when they was giving me my immunization shots, they had to chase me over the whole building. This is when I was a little boy. Lord, I took off running. They chased me all over that building. I never liked that immunization, and then when I got old enough to decide, they didn't give them to me. When I become big, and I got a big man, the size of a man, even though I was a kid, I didn't take them. I didn't let them give them to me. And to this day, if I read a bad side effect in a pill and I don't think I want to put it in my body, I won't. Sometimes I have to just give in, like the diabetes medicines. I don't have no choice. We've tried other things. It don't work. Blood pressure is the same way. He even let me go a period without it. He went ahead and prescribed it to me. But he said, I know you don't want to take it, so we'll let you go ahead and try it. But he said if it starts getting high, start taking it. Well, I got about a week into it and I done good. But then my blood pressure got uncontrollably high and I had to start taking it again. So I started taking the pill again. I didn't want to. We tried natural treatments. It didn't work for me. It might work for some people. It don't work for me. So I unfortunately have to take the damn pill. I don't want to. I hate medication. Because this damn pharmaceuticals is what's wrong with us. They're poisoning us. Sometimes I have to give in and take this pill even though I don't want to. See, I'm not anti-medicine. People can say all this stuff about me. I'm not anti-science, anti-medicine. I just don't believe it. If you don't have to, don't do it. Because there is a natural treatment for everything. It just may not work for everybody. I think I've heard George Norrie say similar. In other words, he's one of the ones that first started warning people about the shots and the vaccines and stuff. But at the same time, he's not anti-medicine. I'm not either. I'm for whatever treats you. If you can treat it with a natural treatment, treat it with a natural treatment. If you have to have the medication, treat it with the medication. But I don't take it unless I have to. If I hadn't bought them medical journals, I probably wouldn't never went to the doctor. I guess God put that in my brain to buy them. Because I saw, oh Lord, it's either two things. And I said, I'm hoping it's diabetes. I was having trouble peeing or something. I read the side of the symptoms. I'm kind of good at reading those symptoms, though. I'm not a doctor. But I can usually call it 99% of the time. But there's a lot of sicknesses out there. If you read the journals, there's a lot of sicknesses out there that all have the same symptoms. And it gets harder when you get into those. I guess you probably have to have blood tests and things to diagnose those. The ones that have multiple symptoms. Some of them drugs do multiple things, and you have trouble pinpointing which one hurts you best. Like something was causing my feet to hurt real bad, and we finally pinpointed it down to a particular blood pressure medicine. And he kept moving them around until they finally found one that I could take. I entered those book clubs. I had several book clubs, and one day I saw the medical books, and I thought, well, I'll order those. I wasn't studying medicine or anything. I just bought them out of curiosity. I used to like reading. I don't read much anymore, especially since my eyes get in trouble. But back in my early 20s and late teens, I would read a lot. I don't read as much as I used to. I especially like reading the Christian books. The books about the end times and prophecy books. 3677, and them little schmucks got me. Well, I spent 40 minutes on them. My hands went dead again. So I think I'm going to call it quits for now. I may see y'all later, probably tomorrow, late at night. We'll see. We'll see what my schedule holds. May not tonight anymore, but today, I don't know. I'll see what my schedule is later on. Hopefully I can get on tomorrow, Saturday, though. We'll see.